Hi, dear Chinese language lovers. This is Dinara in school, and in this class we're going to study radical food, meal, 食. This radical has two forms: the main form, which is used in characters and as a separate word, and shortened form, which is used only in characters and stays on the left. Now let's see how we draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. And now let's study its history. In the ancient picture we see a dish with a lid on legs, and a little bit later it has changed, and nowadays it's very abstract picture of the same dish with a lid on top and legs. And now let's study characters with this radical. The first character, it's a word meal, especially cooked rice, 饭, and we see our radical on the left. The second character, it's a word accommodation for guests, 馆, and again we see it on the left. And if we put these two characters together, we make a new word, 饭馆, restaurant. And it's easy to guess that when we have guests, we need to feed them. That's why accommodation for guests together with meal is a restaurant. And the third example, it's a word to feed, 饲. Again, we see our radical on the left. And you can easily guess, when we feed people or anyone, we need to give them meals, food. And the last example, it's a word to dine, 餐, and this character has the main form of the radical. And of course, when we dine, we usually eat food. And now let's see examples in which our radical is used as a separate word. The first example, it's a word dining hall, 食堂, 食, meal, food, 堂 hall, together dining hall, a place where we eat food. The second example, it's a word to use for food, edible, 食用, 食, food, 用, to use. For example, to use anything to eat. For example, edible snails and so on. As you know, all the cultures like eating, and all the nations have their own special, super cool dishes. Please write down which are your favorite Chinese meals. It will be very interesting. Please push this bell button, it will remind you about our next class, in which we're going to study radical jug, vessel, 有. 谢谢大家，再见。